Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I'm a born again believer. And today I woke up and I was thinking, oh gosh, my hair is getting long. I need to go get a trim, right? And I had to laugh and think to myself, at one time I was in the Pentecostal church, and I never followed their rules as far as not cutting my hair and wearing dresses all the time. I didn't, I did wear dresses at one point, just because I like to dress up for church. But then I'm like, they probably think I'm following their rules or whatever. But I don't care what they think. I'm in the word and I know who God is. But I came out of that church and it brought me to make this video this morning because I know that there are women out there wondering, they know in their spirit that the doctrine of not cutting your hair is not correct. And if you're wondering, if you're out there and you want to cut your hair, please go ahead and cut your hair, and of course take it to the Lord first. But it is not a sin. And the thing is yeah, it talks about in Corinthians, Paul is talking about long hair or whatever, woman's glory. But a lot of these Pentecostals, they think if you cut your hair, you're cutting off your glory. And self-care is a must. If you're, if you know who God is, you know that God is a God of order. God, he's not messy. He likes things. He brings order in life. And why would he want your hair to be all long and with split ends and looking crazy? That is just ridiculous. And for people to say they've never cut their hair, you're just lying. And there's nobody can convince me on this, on God's green earth, okay, that there's people that wear dresses 24 hours a day. That is just not, it's not logical. It's not comfortable. And you're lying to yourself, and you're lying to put up appearance because of your religion. And let me tell you what your religion is doing to you. Your religion is like a cult. Okay. Your religion is like a gang. You might as well join the Crips or Bloods at this point, because you are throwing down, or you are going more for your so-called religion, and you're willing to do whatever it takes for your gang leader, cult leader, to dress a certain way, to wear dresses to your ankles. And on top of that, you're lying to yourself. Okay. You're not wearing a dress 24 hours a day, and that's not making you holy. You cannot get to heaven by wearing a dress 24/7, 24 hours a day, and then looking down at other people. Oh my God, they got on jewelry. Oh my God, look at that girl. She cut her hair 1 inch. Oh my God, they have on lipstick. They're going to hell. That is heresy. That is heresy. And that is exactly why I had to leave that church. And I didn't want my daughter, thinking that that was okay, because I am not a liar. And I can't, I love to go to that church for a while, but then I just was like, this is conflicting in my spirit, because I know who I am in Christ. And I know that Jesus came to set the captives free. And he is not up there damning me to hell because I'm wearing, some pants and a nice blouse, and I don't wear a dress every day. That is so crazy. Like, my people perish because of lack of knowledge is a real thing. Because if you don't know the Bible, you're going to be misled by a lot of false teachings, just like Kat Kerr. Okay, she's going to heaven every day as much as I take a shower every day. And people are out there believing that. I made a video about it. And, it's like when you expose false things, you're going to get attacked. And people rather believe what's false than what's real. And that's fine. I'm not here to please anyone. I'm just here to help people with my experiences and what I went through. And I'm going to get backlash, and that's fine. I mean, if you want to wear a dress all day and if you think cutting your hair is going to get you into heaven, you have a lot to learn, and you need to get into the word, because it's more far in depth than that preacher can sit there and say all of this stuff. You have to look at the history, the timeline of the Bible, what was happening when all that stuff was being preached. You know, what, and I've done deep dives on all of this, and I have videos you can look up, is makeup and jewelry a sin according to the Bible, you know? And then people want to sit there and talk about things that they don't even know or researched. But I hope this helps somebody. And if you want to go cut your hair, you know, my goodness, go get a trim. It's not that serious. You know, there are people dying on the streets, and we got Pentecostal preachers up there saying that, you know, it's Jezebels that look like this. Jezebel's a spirit. And let me tell you, I can do a video on that next time. Jezebel, the characteristics of Jezebel. And there's a lot of Jezebels as leaders, okay? You have them in the workforce. They can have narcissistic tendencies, because they don't care when they fire people. They don't care. They have no heart. They're like, whatever. And the same thing with Jezebel leaders in the church. They're heartless too. It's the same spirit. That's why you have all these you know, it's like church is kind of like corporate America. You have all these titles. Same thing. Jesus is not about titles, okay? He could care less if you're director, if you're, you know, manager. He doesn't care. He's looking at the heart. And I hope this helps somebody. God bless you.